Well, hello and welcome back. My name is Adrian Hill and welcome to video 2 of our 5-part video series. I'm very excited to have you back again. I'm excited to be bringing you this content because I know for a lot of people setting up their website can be quite a foreign task, and there's not a lot of information out there about how to effectively set up your website and for what purpose are you setting up your website. I think as a coach, consultant, network marketer or franchise owner, your number one reason for setting up your website should be to generate leads and generate more business for your business. So how do we effectively go about generating more leads to convert more prospects into clients and inevitably to make more money in whatever area you do? So there are a few different types of websites that are on the market right now that are working for different sorts of people and for whatever industry you're in. If you're in the sphere that I work with, this is a typical layout of how you should have your website structured now to maximize what you're trying to do with your website. So before you start, the number one question must be every single time, who is your target market? So who are you trying to get your message out there, your products, your services? Who do you want people, what sort of people do you want buying from you? That must always be your number one goal whenever you start out, because that will influence your website, how you lay it out, and the information that goes on there. So I'll get started in demonstrating this so you can start taking some notes, writing down a bit of a diagram of how you should structure your website. If you don't have a website right now, well, this will be perfect. This will be a great start for you to really get the ball rolling and start generating some leads and some income from your business. Now, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, leads are prospects, so people that come into your business. If you go to a networking group and you talk to people in that group, they're leads. So you've gone out there and you've generated leads by, they're not converted leads yet, but you've spoken to a lot of different people to get names and numbers and email addresses for later on. So every single person in the 21st century should be focusing on leads. If you want to build a business and you want to take your business online, then you absolutely must have a lead generation tool that's going to have people come onto your database so that you can email them later on down the track with some great content, some really value-packed information on your emails, and also every now and again to offer them an opportunity to work closely with you to improve their lives, which will ultimately put money in your back pocket as well. So lead generation, number one. The second thing with your website, in the areas that I've spoken about, and going back to video 1, how we spoke about the 5 key areas for generating a $100,000 business in the next 12 months, you must have stuff on your website that people can buy from you. If people come to your website and they're so amazed by your video and a few other different things I'm going to talk to you about on here, and they just want more information from you, and there's nothing available, then you've just left money on the table and you're doing it right now whether you like it or not. People are coming to your website, if they're finding your information valuable and they want more from you, they want to buy from you on the spot. And if you've got nothing for them to purchase, then they're going to go elsewhere and find someone else who can give them what they're looking for, and they've got the wallets open, ready to buy from you. So the 2 main things you need to do on your website today in the 21st century: 1, lead generation and capturing leads for your database, and 2, making money from your website. You're paying a monthly fee or a massive upfront fee for your website. Start generating some money. Start generating some money online while you sleep, while you've done the programs once, you've done your audio programs like we spoke about in the first video, and now they just continually sell for you. So this is the layout of the website. This is fairly similar to how I have my website currently right now. This seems to work, or it is working really well at capturing people's leads. So the reason I talk about this and the reason I've got this set out is that the average time someone spends on a website today is about 3 seconds. So you've got about 3 seconds to really jump out of the screen into their face, and really give them a reason why they're going to hang around and explore your website even more. So this is why the first part is critical. So you've obviously got your banner. Now, for those who don't know what a banner is, if this is your first website, you've got no experience, your banner is where you put your logo, your business name, You can have a catchphrase or a slogan, whatever you use in your business. Something up the top there so people know where they are when they first log on. I mean, obviously they've typed it in, but they can go there and it's more brand exposure for your business. The second thing, which is fairly critical, it is very critical, is a very captivating headline. So something that's going to jump out at them as soon as they open that website. So the page opens and we've got this big, I've done it in red because red has been proven by many of the gurus, experts, psychologists. It's been done the world over. I don't ask you why, that's just the way it is. So I just run with it as well. So a big bold headline in red that's going to jump out at your audience and say, you must stay here and learn some more information from me. So a very captivating headline, around anywhere from 3 to 5 lines. Typically the 3 lines works best, so they're not flooded with too much information to read. So 3 lines of captivating copy or sales copy on your website that's going to really captivate your audience. Just below your headline is your video. Now, I know some people when I say video, and some of my clients when I say video get a little bit scared and a little bit anxious about doing video, and they're not comfortable standing in front of a camera like this. There are so many different options you can use. I think I mentioned in the first video, if you're on Windows, you can use Camtasia. If you've got an Apple, I think it's ScreenFlow. So you can actually sit down at a computer, do up a slideshow, and then voice over the slideshow and teach people something on your video. So you don't have to actually stand there face to face with the camera and talk. You can do like a screen capture on your computer. So you'll go through on your slideshow, flipping through the slideshow and talking to them while you're doing that. So there are so many different options, but video is critical in today's market. Video is an absolute necessity in today's market because people's attention spans are getting shorter and shorter. There's so much information on the internet to look at these days. They're not staying very long on websites. I did mention 3 seconds. Once you've gone past that 3 seconds, people's attention span usually only lasts for another 6 to 10 seconds after that. So if your video isn't captivating, your headline isn't captivating, people will leave pretty quickly. So having a video that's going to captivate people's attention, and it has to have value in it. There's so much information on the internet now, so much free information. Your video has to be value-packed, and it's going to teach them something straight away. Over here you've got your mini headline. So your mini headline is something like, yes, I want my free video training series now. And then you've got, something to direct people's attention down to this box here, because this box here is the most important part on your website. People will leave their name and their email address, which will go into your database, and you need to build up a solid database of future prospects, clients. So your mini headline is something that's, again, it's captivating, letting them know why they want to fill in their name and details. And then I've got a lovely submit button here, or something that's catchy and bright and colourful, people's attention goes to straight away. And I've got here a little asterisk with some lines. So it's just a safety warning, just to let people know that their information is safe and will never be sold, shared, spammed, or any of the above to any external third parties. This will increase your conversion rate by about 30%. Just having a simple warning here, or a simple clause to say that you won't be selling their information onto someone else will increase your conversions by about 30%. So that's very critical also. So I've got this green dotted line here. Now for those who are new to websites and to the internet game, this is the fold of the website. So when you first log onto your website, the fold is the bottom of the screen. So what actually fits into the screen without actually scrolling on the mouse or going down. So all this information here needs to be above the fold as best as possible. So without people having to scroll down to watch your video, this needs to be hitting them straight away. So as soon as they click on the website, before they've got a chance to do anything, you start speaking, or your video comes up, and then they're reading the headline, they're looking over here because it's very brightly coloured and it's drawing their attention over here as well. So the first fold is the most important part for the website, obviously. So then the second part below the fold here, I've got it broken down into a few different sections. Now you can have this set out as any way you like, it's not as important. I've got here 3 different sections which are typically working fairly well at the moment for a lot of my clients as well. So you can have things on here like a description of your products, so a product of the week, and have a picture of your product here with a small description and a buy now button or an add to cart button here. So people can scroll, they've watched your video, they've become interested, they've probably filled in their details, and they scroll down here and they can look at a product and say, oh, okay, this video looked great. I reckon I can learn a lot more from it, so I might just jump onto this product here and have a look. And they can buy now on your website. Another key aspect is testimonials, so having people's opinions of you and how you've helped them in their business, their life, their health, their wealth, whatever area it is you're working on. Testimonials will really close a deal and close a sale a lot faster than you trying to tell them how good you are. A third person telling someone else how good you are it's priceless, it really is. So flooding your website with as many testimonials as possible, good quality testimonials, will really go a long way in closing the deal as well. And having a short bio, I reckon having a short bio on the front of your website is great for people can get an understanding of where you've come from, what struggles you've been through in your life, and how you've overcome those struggles to get to where you are today. So they can relate to you on a much deeper scale, on a much deeper understanding. So I think these three are probably the three best working examples of what to have on your website below the fold to really generate income from your website, convince people to buy your stuff, and also again convince the other side of the person who's thinking, oh yeah, well that's good, that could be staged, but they can really read your bio and really get to know you on a personal level, and people only buy from people they trust and care about. So I've got down here as well a bit of a box down here. So I've got the social media icons down the bottom, and the reason I've done that is you see a lot of people who've got their social medias up here, you know, like my Facebook page, jump over to LinkedIn, Google+, YouTube, the list goes on and on, social media sites these days. That's great if that's where you want to drive your traffic to. If your website is set up solely to drive traffic to your Facebook page, LinkedIn, Google+, YouTube, whatever it is, then that needs to be the focal point of your website. If it's not, it's a secondary, it's another area that people can go on there and get sidetracked from the main purpose of you having your website. So if you've got all these flashy social media icons all around the place, diverting people's attention from what they're supposed to be doing, which is filling in their name and email address, then you'll lose too many clients. You can't confuse people these days, because as I said, the attention span only lasts for 9 to 10 seconds once they're on your site. So if they've looked here and gone, oh, I'll fill in my name, but oh, I'll go and check their Facebook and see what their Facebook is like. Once they've gone to Facebook, then they've clicked on there, and then obviously when they're on Facebook, they may have notifications come up on their Facebook page. So they go and click on their notifications, they go and see what their friends are doing on Facebook, and you can see how easily people have been sidetracked from your website and they'll never come back. So you've got to capture names as soon as they get on there. No distractions, very limited distractions on there. Obviously the number one reason you want them to be there is to capture their name and email address. People don't fill their name and email address in. The second thing you want to do is try and close them on a sale on your website. And then thirdly, have them down here with your social media icons so they may become friends on Facebook or likes, followers on your Facebook, LinkedIn, Google+, etc. So you've got to follow this sort of path in order of specificity. So whatever your aim is on your website, if it's to build a solid list, if it's to capture leads, and you see it all the time in offline businesses. I went the other day and bought some clothes from Lorna Jane for my wife, and I filled in, she said, do you want to become a subscriber and receive emails when we have specials and offers on? I said, yeah, well, no worries at all. An extra couple of minutes I filled in my name, or I think I actually put my wife's name down, her email address. But, so they're doing it offline as well. Why aren't you doing it in your business online? It's absolutely critical in the 21st century. So that's a basic website outline. Obviously there's other sort of websites you could be doing. There's landing pages, squeeze pages, sales pages, video sales pages, written sales pages, obviously your Facebook pages, whatever your plan is. So for those of you who don't know, a landing page or squeeze page is pretty much just a banner, may not even be a banner on there, a very catchy headline in big red bold letters, a video or some bullet points of what's going to be offered when you fill in their name and email address, and then that's pretty much it. So the only option they've got when they're on there is to fill in their name and details. Obviously you can't on your squeeze page have a bio of what you do and your services you offer and testimonials, contact us pages, all the above. So if you want a website with pages, this is absolutely critical. I forgot to also mention, in your video, and the reason they're filling in their name is you have to offer them something for free. So what can you give them for free? you're watching me now because you filled in your name and email address, and I offered you a free video training series on how to position, package and promote yourself as a #1 expert in whatever field you're in right now. So your free gift from me to have you fill in your name and email address was a video series. Now, obviously, I hope you've received some great value from this video series and you're able to implement some of the steps straight away in whatever you're doing. So it needs to be something that's value-packed, they're going to get a lot of information from. Obviously, it has to be free. If you want to really increase your conversions on your website, it has to be free, and tell them it's free a couple of times, just to let them know. So it could be an ebook, a webinar, audio program, an audio like a CD or an MP4 recording, or it could be anything. Something that's going to really entice your target market to leaving their name and email address on your website. So I'm going to leave it at that for now. I hope you, and I trust you've got some great information from here. I know you could go away right now and start designing this program, and if you don't know how to operate a website yourself and design a website yourself, then at least draw this up and take it to your designer and say, this is how I want my website to be laid out. And again, it's based on what your goals are. I think every business owner online should be aiming to achieve names and email addresses at a bare minimum email address, so you can send people information at a later date, specials and information they can really learn from. So I hope that's cleared a bit up for you on your websites. If you're new to websites, I hope that's given you a good foundation to start with. If you have got a website, I hope it's given you an understanding of what's working right now in the information marketing, coaching, consulting, network marketing, franchise owners field, about how to generate more people to your business. So instead of making cold calls and attending networking events 3 or 4 times a day every week, start generating leads. People come to you for advice and they want your information. So obviously on the back end of websites there's a lot of information like SEO, search engine optimization, to really get you ranking higher on Google and all the search engines. That's for a later date. So I just wanted to give you a really facelift of your website, show you what's working right now. I hope you got a lot of information from that. Don't forget to stay tuned for video 3, which will be coming at you tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you then. Have a fantastic day or night, and until tomorrow, don't forget, take control of your life, don't let life control you. Bye for now.